Hi, I'm Dr. Jay Sordian, and I'm sheltering in place like many of us, both in California and around the United States as well as around the world. Now, I'm an extrovert and I like being out with people, and so this particular situation is not that suited for my personality. However, because of the inability to be out working and helping others face-to-face, this is a great opportunity for me to enhance the skill sets that I've developed over the years. Now, as a serial entrepreneur, and being an entrepreneur, not necessarily by choice, but by circumstance, when I chose to go into the natural medicine profession, there were no jobs available. In other words, you can't just go out and get hired. And that is still the case. The opportunities to be hired by someone else, you just go in and show up and do the job and leave, is rare. Extremely rare. It's maybe a 0.05%, if that. As a result of that, over the many years, I have taken a number of programs to be a better business person, to be better at sales, to be better at persuasion, to be better at influence, in order to help more people. And to hone in on what their needs are and their problems are so I can address those more effectively. One of the innovations that I came across about 8 years ago was bank code, personality system. And since applying that, I feel like I've become a much more effective communicator in building teams, in establishing trust, in speaking to individuals in the language that they speak, in their value structure, versus how I would naturally do it. So for certain people, this means that I am just giving them bullet point information versus the way I naturally would do it would be to go on and on and on, giving more and more information because that's kind of how I work naturally. When I first meet a person, I establish eye contact consistently for at least 10 to 15 seconds, period. Now again, this is not how I normally operate because that's not how I'm naturally wired. On the other hand, certain individuals, when you first meet them, they need that eye-to-eye contact uninterrupted. They want to be looking into your eyes and know that they can trust you. Now, shifting your eyes away from someone when you first meet them is not any proof that you're a liar or you're a shifty person. That is a total misinterpretation of that. Some people say, oh, well, they're a liar, they have shifty eyes. Well, that's not necessarily the case. Someone may say something that causes you to recall something or makes your brain work at something, and your eyes, because of our physiology, will naturally move a different direction depending on what that particular memory or analysis is. On the other hand, if you are trying to create a great first impression, as they say, you never get a second chance to make a first impression, good first impression. So until I studied bank code, I didn't realize this little known fact about establishing eye contact. And so I worked very hard against my natural tendencies so that I can be speaking the language of that other person who I first meet. Now, not everyone is a nurturing in the first position out of the 4 types. However, at least a quarter of the world's population is that way, maybe a little bit more. And so I may be missing the opportunity to really establish a great first impression with someone who may end up being a fantastic friend, or someone who refers lots of people to me, or a client who I can help significantly. So what I'm saying here is that my personal experience and my training over the years has provided me with opportunities to learn skill sets that I feel help me to be a better person and help me to help others more effectively. This is the great opportunity I'm giving you here. The opportunity to study with CHERI, the creator and the founder of Bank Code Technologies, in her masterclass series. It is a series of 4 masterclasses. One of them has already happened, and there are 3 more coming up. In addition to the masterclass, where she explains the system and the technologies available for your use, she also provides a very, very inexpensive opportunity for you to experiment with the system, to invite others to go online to have their codes cracked, so to speak, to play the 4 cards, as I call it, and to learn much more about these other individuals so you can be a much more effective communicator, so you can have closer friendships, more effective communication in situations that might be uncomfortable for you or might be laden with difficult conversations that we all have to have at times in even our best relationships. Anyway, please take advantage of this opportunity to learn from CHERI free in this shelter-in-place environment where perhaps this might be the best use of your time and the greatest opportunity presented to you in a long time. So please, click on the links, get invited to this webinar series, and when you do that, I will also provide you with the opportunity and special gifts awarded to people who are part of this masterclass that have never been offered before. And I've been with Bank Code for, I think it's 8 years already. Perhaps it's only 5. But this particular opportunity has never, ever, ever been given to anyone. And you owe it to yourself and to your friends and family to take this opportunity to study with CHERI online and to learn more about Bank Code to be a better person. Thank you so much. This is Dr. Jay Sordian, wishing you the best of health and wealth, vitality, and incredible relationships that you can build upon in this shelter-in-place environment.